Hi there, it's Trisha, and I want to go over the trade that I took today, Wednesday, February 18th. I took one trade. I require confirmation on 3 charts before ever taking an entry. I trade 2 setups, and you can check those out at www.easyemintrade.com. As I've said, this is a conservative way to trade. Many people would prefer to take 10 to 20 trades a day, jumping in and out for a point here and a point there. That's fine, nothing wrong with that if it works for you. This is just what I prefer. So anyway, I used 2 trade setups, and mostly you'll see that I've been taking the scalp trade setup, and reason being is that I do not have the automatic trend lines that I like available in Sierra, and I'm currently working on remedying that problem. I'm trying to come up with something, but in the meantime I would draw the trend lines on my longer tick chart by hand, and quite honestly I've just been lazy about it. I have not done it. So that's why I've just been focusing on the scalp trades. But if the other setup occurs off the longer tick chart, then by all means, take it. So anyway, this is the one trade that I took today. It was at 10:04, and we had our scalp indicator setting up here. Move this over so you can see it a little more. We had price divergence, price slightly going higher, indicator going slightly down, so that is divergence. Indicator shows setting up here as our first blue dot, and we hit a market order, got filled over here somewhere at 783.75, and I stopped out at 780 with a gain of 3 3/4 using the pivot stop method. Obviously I don't have my dots, but they're very easy to see. You can see it's anywhere basically that pulls back or stalls. That's an area where more than likely you would have your pivot or move your stop to a 1/4 point above or below. So I move my stop to here, move my stop to here, I moved my stop to here, and actually got stopped out over here. So I took that trade at 10:04, is actually a little after 10:04 by the time it gets filled, and trend indicator was above 20. Happy with that. This is the bar that was setting up right here where this green arrow is when this setup occurred, and one of our fellow traders told me about tick counter, which that's great because I had no idea that was even available. So I have been using that, which is nice because it will tell me how many trades have actually occurred on that bar. So I will know, like when I got in this trade, this bar was not complete. And as you know, I don't like to trade around the low, the high, or the close from the day before. So this actually is the low from the day before. I have my colors swapped. Sorry about that. This is the close. This is the low. But anyway, so when I entered this trade, because of the counter here, I knew that the bar was okay. I knew that there was, still wasn't complete, but there wasn't a whole lot left when I took that trade there. So that's why I opted to take it. So all those things in alignment, I took that trade. And this indicator, of course, was in alignment as well. So, but you can see, there's just not a whole lot of action going on here in any real direction. Mostly, the majority of the afternoon spent right around the close and the low from yesterday. So just not a whole lot going on. Also, our trending indicator actually, was pretty much, sideways most of the day with not much action above the 20 mark. And anywhere that we had our above the 20 mark, we didn't have anything setting up. So, just not a high odds environment for me to take trades. Now, as I've said before, you can certainly, take trades as they set up with just the scalp indicator, but you don't have anything confirming that it's going to go. This would have worked out fine. This was at, let's see what time that was at. That was at 11:10 just about. So let's go over here at 11:10, and this is the bar right here. I'll put my pointer back on. This is the bar right here that's at 11:10, but you can see that we're still below both moving averages at that point. This bar did close above the moving average, but it didn't close until 11:11. So yeah, very close. And if you have your tick counter and you feel comfortable taking that, that's fine. But we're still not in an uptrend. We're still in a downtrend. So again, how I determine an uptrend or a downtrend or a trend change is what I should say, is we're below both moving averages, and I would need to see it get at least halfway above the high to the low in order for me to consider it a trend change. And that really is right around all this price action here at the low and the close from yesterday. So you really need to wait, in my opinion. You can do anything that you want, but for me, I need to see price action above both these moving averages, and at least close above both those moving averages, and above both these horizontal lines in order to consider taking a long. And this bar here is 1117, actually finished at 1121. So at that time, there just isn't really anything. Here we're above our trend indicator at 1122. That's all fine and good. Even if you're slightly below, heading higher, let's say at 1118, let's see if anything sets up at 11. Set up here at 1118. That's 1115, 1121. I guess it's set up with our scalp indicator. But you can see the price is all still in the overbought area. So, realistically, if this came back down and oversold and started back up, yeah, you could take that. Or you could take it now. I just choose not to. Again, you need to go back and look at how things set up in the past. You can't just make those decisions, at this moment, while you're trading and saying, well, I'm just going to try it and see if it works. Just go back and look at every day and every trade that's set up. And, you can eliminate some of the indicators, or you can add some indicators. This is just how I choose to trade. So anyway, I had one trade, and it was for a gain of 3 3/4. And that was for today, Wednesday, February 18th. And I am actually going out of town tomorrow, and I'm not sure exactly. I definitely won't be trading, but I will try and post a couple videos maybe over the weekend while I'm gone, to show you things that would have set up. I'll actually be on the road all day tomorrow, so we'll see. Maybe Friday I can just post something showing you what did set up on Thursday. It's just going to depend on my time issues while I'm away. So anyway, I hope that helps, and you can go to www.easyminitrade.com